लेबर लॉज पप्पू पास हो गया सीरीज इंडस्ट्रियल डिस्प्यूट्स एक्ट रेफरिंग टू कमेंट्रीज by Avtar Singh and Harpreet Kaur, and I'm going to talk about industrial tribunals as envisaged in section 7a. Here's a word of advice for all the pappus, the last benchers who are watching my video. You know, the odds are stacked heavily against you. In plain Hindi, आपकी लगने वाली है. So once you make peace with that fact, then this video will serve its purpose. There is this poem called Ulysses, written by Lord Alfred Tennyson. Now you might be thinking, what the hell is he quoting literature here for? It's for you. He talks about to rust unburnished, not to shine in use. I'm not going to go there. All I'm going to tell you is, a sword which is kept inside the scabbard. Scabbard is mayan. तलवार जो mayan के अंदर है, उसको अगर कभी खींचे ही नहीं है तो जब ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो खींचता नहीं है वो, क्योंकि उस पर इतना जंग पकड़ चुका होता है ना कि निकलता ही नहीं है बाहर. फिर क्या करोगे कल मैदान में? तलवार निकलेगी नहीं कमान से. That's your situation. You have never used the sword because you never pulled it out. This was lying in your bookshelf. In fact, it may not be in your house, it is in the bookstore. And now you have your exam. I begin by giving a word of advice that iron and education rust when not in use. It should be put to daily practice. Although I keep saying pappu pass ho gaya, and although you are real pappus, I'm hoping that through these videos you will emerge out of pappuness and take your march towards scholarliness. Let's get right to the meat and cut all the fat. Industrial Tribunal section 7a. Now we have dealt with conciliation, board of conciliation, court of inquiry, and what else? Labor court. We are now dealing with industrial tribunals. What are these? These are authorities under Industrial Disputes Act. सबके लिए एक simple नुस्खा. Okay. In any definition of any of these authorities, you begin by writing appropriate government. Conciliation officer ho, industrial tribunal ho, court of inquiry ho, labor court ho, the appropriate government may constitute by notification in the official gazette one or more industrial tribunals for the adjudication of any industrial dispute and for performing such other functions to be assigned to them under the Act. Let's dwell on this a bit more. All of them have certain common threads. What is common to conciliation officer, court of inquiry, board of conciliation, labor court? What is common? A lot is common. They are all appointed by the appropriate government, notification of which is given in the official gazette. There may be one or more of them, and they are all appointed to resolve an industrial dispute or relevant matters. So let me make it very simple for you. No matter which is the authority, they are all under the same umbrella definition. The definition comprises of certain buzzwords, and as Pappu, all you have to do is remember the buzzwords. Appropriate government, notification in official gazette, one or more can be appointed to resolve any matter of industrial dispute. Bas, you are home. If you can remember the section, well and good. It starts from 4 and goes all the way to 7. I'll give you a nuska for that also. जब पहले लड़ाई होती है हस्बैंड वाइफ के बीच में तो क्या होता है? Conciliation. ठीक है? A conciliation officer is appointed to resolve. Similarly, conciliation in the sense it could be your mother or her mother or whatever. It's conciliation. उनसे नहीं होता है तो 4 लोग आके बैठते हैं. That is board of conciliation. उनसे भी नहीं होता है तो एक पढ़े लिखे वकील जो होते हैं, रिटायर्ड जज जो किसी के दूर के चचेरे भाई जो होते हैं वो आते हैं. That is court of inquiry. ठीक है? So similarly, in an industrial dispute, conciliation, board of conciliation, court of inquiry, labor court, industrial tribunal. It gets heavier. Starts with section 4. We are now on 7A. So, if you're a smart pappu, no matter what the question is, you have the answer. Appropriate government may through notification in official gazette appoint one or more जो भी है, fill in the blank. Conciliation to conciliation, court of inquiry to court of inquiry. To resolve what? Industrial disputes. To resolve what? The subject. The subject is industrial disputes. To resolve that. Okay. There you go. Now, what are the qualifications for appointment to industrial tribunal? Now, one more nuska I am giving you. The industrial tribunal, labor court, they have only one member. A tribunal shall consist of one person only. The qualifications nearly the same as that of labor court. Some difference. He is or has been judge of high court. He has for a period of not less than 3 years been a district judge or an additional district judge. He is or has been a deputy chief labor commissioner, so on and so forth. Please go and read this up. It's a long section. But deputy chief labor commissioner central or joint commissioner of state. Please go and check this up. It's too cumbersome for me to repeat it all the time. Lastly, he is an officer of Indian Legal Service in grade 3 with 3 years experience in that grade. That's it. So I have told you what an industrial tribunal is. I have told you the composition of the tribunal. I have told you the qualification of that tribunal. I am now going to tell you something unique. Assessors. A-S-S-E-S-S-O-R-S. Assessors. The appropriate government may, if it so thinks fit, appoint 2 persons as assessors to advise the tribunal in the proceeding before it. अगर सरकार को उचित लगा तो सरकार 2 लोगों का टीम गठित कर सकती है जिनको एसेसर्स कहलाया जाएगा. उनका काम है ट्रिब्यूनल को गाइड करना, एडवाइस करना. Now what are the matters that the tribunal will deal with? Again, more or less the same but some differences here. Point number 1, wages. Salary कितनी और कैसे देते हैं? Mode of payment. Number 2, compensatory and other allowances. Number 3, hours of work and rest intervals. कितने घंटे काम करना है, कितने घंटे रेस्ट करना है. Number 4, leave with wages and holidays. Number 5, bonus, profit sharing, profit fund and gratuity. Number 6, shift working otherwise than in accordance with standing orders. 7, classification by grades. 8, rules of discipline. 9, rationalization. 10, retrenchment of workmen and closure of establishment. 11, any other matter that may be prescribed. There are 11 items mentioned in the jurisdiction. How do you remember all these 11? Because you're a pappu, there is no way you can remember all the 11. And my job is to help the pappu pass the exam tomorrow morning. Now it's a challenge even for a professor like me. So let's make it easy for you. Number 1, रोकड़ा, cash, पैसा, okay? Anything related to wages, salary, और वो कैसे दिया. Number 2, salary के साथ क्या होता है? Bonus. तो वो एक point लिख दो. Bonus, compensatory allowance. तीसरा point very easy to remember. कितना काम करना है, कैसे काम करना है. How much to work, when to work. ये अगर याद हो तो ये लिख दो. फिर उसको पकड़ के फेंक दिया वर्कर को, तो उसको फेंकना ठीक था कि गलत था, उसको रिट्रेंचमेंट कैसे करते हैं. ट्राई एंड राइट यूजिंग योर कॉमन सेंस, यूज अ खोपड़ी फॉर अ चेंज. व्हाट कुड बी द डिस्प्यूट बी अबाउट? यूज अ खोपड़ी. आई एम गिविंग यू वन मोर नुस्का टू फाइंड आउट वेयर योर खोपड़ी इज. Take this finger, put it here on this side. Take this finger, put it here and put some real pressure there. Okay, a lot of you go to gym and waste your time. Okay, you beef up and bulk up and drink a lot of that protein shake which makes you retarded. So you get pumped up like, nobody's business and you don't know where your brains are. So you use this to locate your brains. Now think. What could be an industrial dispute all be about? It's a dispute between who? The state and the worker. What could the dispute be about? Money, salary, chutti, kaam, mere ko nikala. That. If this was a husband and wife dispute, what would it be about in a divorce proceeding? After all, you're pretending to be a law student, so use your brains. It's impossible to by heart all these points. I am a great fan of the belief that the entire legal education system needs a revamp. It should be an open book exam. That's good enough. But anyway, try and remember these points. Fill in as many points as possible. Your job is to show the examiner that you know and you understand the subject. I would not recommend that you by heart those 11 points, because in my opinion, the one who by hearts those 11 points and scores 100 out of 100 is worse than the pappu. Any idiot can by heart. Don't by heart. Try to get the logic behind it. Thank you for watching. Pappu pass ho gaya. We are bringing the next subject very soon. Thank you. Bye.